Top 10 YouTubers who are now in jail. I'm actually kind of curious. I don't like top 10s at all, but now I'm actually really curious. I can only think of one, which is Austin Jones. And right on the cover, Austin Jones.
A $1 million pension scam, a man potentially exposing all of Russia's secrets, and a guy who called in a bomb threat to a hospital. That's what I'll be covering on today's
Definitely
most
a prank
amazing
channel.
top 10 list.
That was a prank channel, I bet.
This list, in our number 10 spot, we have Matthew Wayne. We have all had quite the year trying to adjust to the differences we are currently facing, but some people certainly have an easier time adjusting than others. Matthew Wayne is a small British YouTuber who posts videos of himself playing paintball, but he found himself in some hot water earlier this year. For some reason, Matthew decided it would be a good idea to film himself calling in a bomb threat to a hospital. Apparently, he was upset
classic paintball
he had
prank.
received closer to the beginning of the global spread of the coronavirus and thought that it was an appropriate way to deal with his feelings about it. During the phone call, Matthew allegedly referred to himself as a YouTuber, made a ton of accusations towards the staff, and apparently also made a racist remark.
Why would he
totally understand being frustrated, but this really takes...
What? So the man called in a bomb threat and then gives all of his information like, hello, my name is X YouTuber and I'm calling in a bomb threat. So here it comes. What was his name? Matthew Wayne? Yeah, that's it. Holy shit. That's exactly how it happened. He's not in jail at the moment.
Takes it to another level. Shockingly, Matthew was only sentenced to 12 weeks and a few small fines. Let's hope this was enough for him to have learned.
His eyebrows are aggressive. They look like a Voltorb.
Kangwa-ren. Before I dive into this one, guys, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying the video so far, because it really helps us out. Kangwa-ren, who is better known as his YouTube name Reset, makes gaming videos and has over 1 million subscribers on his channel. In 2017, he made a video that saw him remove the cream filling from an Oreo, replace it with
this asshole?
and then give it to an unsuspecting homeless man who later threw up.
Oh,
when people
fuck,
began
I
to
never
give
knew
him
who did
backlash
that.
for this video, he removed it and instead put up another video of him giving the same man a $20 bill as if that's compensation enough. The judge in this case certainly took into consideration the fact that he had made more than $2,000 on this video alone, so the measly offer of $20 was most certainly insufficient. The court decided on a 15-month sentence and a fine of $20,000, as well as a 5-year YouTube ban. It is unclear if Reset ended up actually heading off to serve his sentence or not, but his channel hasn't been posted on since August of this year.
That is a huge piece of shit.
Austin Jones. Austin Jones was a YouTube
also
musician
a huge piece
who
of shit.
started on the platform all the way back in 2007.
I know this guy.
Last year, Austin was sentenced to 10 years in prison for soliciting underage girls for photos and videos. The complaints started in 2015, and in 2017 he was arrested. He ended up pleading guilty and admitted to using different platforms such as Facebook and iMessage. The 10-year sentence comes from him pleading guilty on one count of the things that he was accused of. Initially, his YouTube account was demonetized once the allegations came to light, but it was quickly removed entirely following the guilty plea. In our number 7...
That really undersold exactly what happened with the Austin Jones case. Another topic we've talked about on the podcast quite a bit, because that was ever evolving. That case is fucked. That guy would have his female fans make sure that they were underage, and then he would have them film themselves saying, "I'm 14, Austin Jones, and this asshole's for you," and then he'd have them clap their asshole for him. Like, his whole thing is fucking weird. It's that guy. Yeah, that's Austin Jones.
Spot today we have Ruslan Sokolovsky. Okay,
no idea who that is.
This one is kind of crazy. Russian YouTuber and law student Ruslan Sokolovsky is facing jail time because he was playing Pokemon Go in church. He had filmed himself playing the game, and a few weeks later was awoken in his apartment by the police coming in to arrest him. Apparently this is a crime in Russia because it is obviously offensive to the people who were there to worship. I completely agree that it was extremely rude and distasteful for him to pull this kind of a stunt, but 5 years in jail for playing Pokemon Go does seem kind of insane.
We just watched a video. Hold on. I don't believe he actually served that. We just watched a video of a fucking Russian drunk driver going through an airport in his car. And he got 15 days in jail. And that guy got 5 years for Pokemon Go? How do you spell Sokolov? There we go. No way he served that. He's still in jail. What in the fuck? Alright. Hey, man. I hope the Charmander was worth it, I guess. He got fucked in the ass real hard. God, that's rough. When was this article? Maybe he was only in jail for a little while. No updates, though. Don't see anything past 2017. I'm sure he's probably out by now. There's no fucking way he actually served 5 years. Thanks to the resub, Jimmy.
Bomb threat to a hospital and got a significantly lighter sentence. After Ruslan was arrested, he was on house arrest for a while and is banned from speaking to anyone other than his lawyer and the people who are investigating him. This arrest is seen as very controversial and has a lot of people discussing freedom of speech laws. While I'm not exactly sure if there has been an official sentencing or not, Ruslan is facing 5 years in prison for this offense. In our number 6 spot, we have Billy Altidore and Ivani Lewis. Billy Altidore and Ivani Lewis are the YouTube couple who run their channel called Beam Squad. The pair post videos of them and their family doing challenges and pranks and just talking about their daily lives. Last year, the couple was arrested and charged for fraud, which they of course documented on their YouTube channel. According to court documents, the pair used stolen identities to create fake bank accounts and debit cards. The pair then used personal information that they had stolen in order to access the Social Security Administration website, where they then made direct benefit payments into their new fake bank accounts. There were allegedly 1,400 people whose benefits they tried to access, and of course some were successful and some were not.
Appreciate it, Krusty Waffle.
The couple then used stolen personal information to file false tax returns, and again directed the false tax returns into their fake bank accounts. Of course, they were eventually found out, which is what led to their arrest. They both pleaded guilty, and Billy was sentenced to 2 years, while Ivani was sentenced to 1 year and 1 day. And they were also fined close to $94,000 in restitution. Billy has since gone away to serve his time, but because of the fact that they have kids, Ivani will be waiting to serve her time until Billy is back and able to take care of the kids.
Wow, she got a good deal. What?
Subscribers and sees around 12 uploads a month. In our number 5 spot today, we have Daniel Silva. Daniel is a YouTuber and tattoo artist who may be better known for his time on the tattoo competition show, Ink Master. Daniel uploads videos of him tattooing and having conversations with celebrities, influencers, and athletes. Things took a really sad turn for Daniel earlier this year, though. On May 10th, Daniel was speeding his 2020 McLaren 600 LT with his friend and famous YouTuber
it's this guy
in the passenger seat when he accidentally lost control of the vehicle and ended up crashing into a stop sign and tree. This crash ended up taking the life of Corey. Daniel was then arrested and ended up pleading no contest in July. In August, he was sentenced to 364 days in jail as well as 5 years of probation, 250 hours of community service, and if he fails to comply with any of his probation terms, he'll be facing a 4-year prison sentence. Daniel has actually since been released from prison, but his YouTube and Instagram accounts both remain inactive. In our number 4 spot today,
I remember hearing about that one.
Earlier this year, the YouTuber was arrested after posting an extremely transphobic video. The video showed him handing fake aid packages to trans women that were actually filled with bricks and garbage and rotten vegetables.
Jesus Christ.
Of course, this video came under immediate fire for its disturbing content, and Ferdian responded by posting a fake apology video. He was charged with online defamation under the Information and Electronic Transactions Act, which carries a maximum 4-year prison sentence, as well as deliberately breaking the law and bringing harm to others, which is punishable by up to 12 years in prison under the same law. After Ferdian's arrest, there were videos posted that quickly went viral of him being ordered around to do embarrassing tasks by other inmates. The videos received comments from his parents about how much it angered them to see their child being humiliated publicly. They are absolutely right, because that is not okay, but it sure is ironic. Luckily for Ferdian, the trans women that he victimized have decided to drop the charges against him, so he ended up being released from police custody earlier this year.
But
of course not before he made a snide comment that he was more comfortable in his jail cell rather than in his car before driving off. Hopefully this was just an ill-timed joke and he has learned his lesson, because things truly could have been a lot different.
I hate, that's a fucking Darman lesson right there. It's better to forgive than hold a grudge. I hate that shit. Finally, the fucking asshole getting a little taste of his own medicine, and then the desire to be the bigger, better person. Ugh, I hate that. I hate that shit. Can't stand that. I think it's a terrible lesson. It's not greater strength to forgive someone. Depending on the situation, I suppose. Like in this case, absolutely not. What was his name? Yes, it is. Yes, because I'm sure he learned his lesson when he gets out and immediately makes a fucking transphobic joke about it. Yeah, he's reformed now. It's stupid. I've seen it a lot with people when they lose a family member to like a drunk driver or someone doing some like crazy stupid shit or just deliberately killing someone and like, you know what? I'm gonna forgive you for killing my fucking son. Good, yes, I'm sure that was big weight off your shoulders. That really helped. I just don't get it. I don't think it helps anyone. Oh, that was this year. What a piece of shit. Oh my lord. He promised to upload a real apology video, but only if he gained 30,000 followers. Yeah, it seems like he's still making content. Crazy.
Earlier this state because things truly could have been a lot different for him. His YouTube channel remains active with just under 300,000 subscribers. In our number 3 spot today we have Andre Pies. Andre is a Russian YouTuber with roughly 800,000 subscribers who posts videos of himself exploring abandoned sites and bunkers. He was arrested in August for allegedly obtaining and spreading state secrets. He is yet to face trial, but he is still in police custody and could potentially receive up to 8 years if he is found guilty. It is unclear if Andre plans to plead guilty or not to the charges against him. His lawyer has said that the charges are not linked to any of his social media posts, but some people speculate differently because of the fact that there is a suspicious anonymous comment on one of his Instagram posts. The post was from when Andre gained access to a functioning radar system that Russia uses for its nuclear strike early warning system, and the comment was promising him that big trouble was coming his way, which is super ominous. As of right now, his channel is still up, but it hasn't been posted on since an almost 3-hour live stream on August 2nd, where he apparently speaks about his legal issues, but unfortunately I can't speak Russian and the English captions aren't so great, so I have no idea what exactly he is saying.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty fucking cool.
Anthony Locke, who's better known as his YouTube name Gas Kings, was a YouTuber who posted car videos. He has almost 700,000 subscribers and his most viewed video has 7.7 million views. In 2018, Anthony went to trial over a scamming scheme. According to the court, Anthony and his partner Ray decided to set up a fake website in order to scam people out of their pensions. The website claimed that you could sign up and invest your pension funds, and that half would most definitely be returned back to you, but the other half would be invested into different eco-friendly firms, which ended up not being true at all. Instead, Anthony took the money from pensioners and spent it on expensive cars. If stealing people's money wasn't bad enough already, apparently some of the victims were already in financial turmoil, which certainly just makes the matters worse. Anthony stole close to £1 million and was charged with 23 counts of fraud and 3 counts of money laundering, which landed him a 5-year sentence. In our number 1 spot today, we have German Abraham Loera Acosta. German was a small but mighty YouTuber. He would put out motivational messages for his subscribers to view and was known for his catchphrase, "I think the mind is the only thing that limits us." While this may be true and potentially some great advice, things really took a turn for this guy. In February of 2018, the 25-year-old YouTuber was part of a group in a scheme that devised a plan to kidnap a woman named Talia Dennis, who is a lawyer, and hold her hostage for ransom. The YouTuber rented a house where Talia was held captive and demanded 2 million pesos in Bitcoin in exchange for her safe return. Well, it didn't exactly work out as planned. The police rescued Talia 2 days after her kidnapping, and boy am I glad that she was uninjured, although I'm sure that would have been a super traumatic thing to have to live through. All of the men who were involved have been arrested, and just this year German received his sentence of 50 years in prison, as well as a fine of 500,000 pesos. I'm glad that the kidnapping and ransom of Talia
He looks like he's 15 years old.
Very seriously. Alright guys, that has been our list for today. Thank you so much for checking it out. I've been your host, Olivia Kozlowski, and I'll see you next time.
That was interesting. I only knew about 3 of the people on that list. That was pretty fucking interesting, actually. That was well researched. I thought it was just gonna be like some dumb shit. What was that last guy's name? German Abraham Loera. Let's see. His channel is still up? German, what's going on? This was pre-kidnapping German. Golden Age German. Yeah, we can do part 2 in a sec. Oh, he looks like so. Uber or taxi? They're probably just very disappointed. I don't know what the comments say, but I'm sure they're not very happy.